Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Brenda, or also known as Cozyaholic, and for today's video, I'm finally excited to be sharing my part 2 of my Halloween Decorate With Me series. And if you guys do follow me on Instagram, you know that I have recently been getting into Harry Potter, and I did watch it when I was a little kid, but I never actually paid attention to the storyline. And now that I've actually been officially watching it like for real, I am just so amazed by it. It's so good, and because of that, I felt inspired to decorate in a Harry Potter theme for the front of my house, which I just love the way it turned out. And also on top of that, this video is in collaboration with one of my fellow YouTuber friends. Her name is Cass, and her channel is Cass and Home, and she is amazing at decorating. So if you guys are looking for more Halloween inspiration or any home decor inspiration at all, definitely go check her out. Her video will be linked down below, as well as her channel. I am so excited to be working with her. She is amazing, you guys. Like, I love doing the minimal side of things, making it very, very simple, but she's just amazing at putting things together. Like all these little knickknacks, she's just so good at like combining everything and making it look very well and very cohesive, and like that's just something I can't do. I don't have the talent for that. So if you are looking to get more inspiration on how to combine things and have everything just work well together and flow well around your home, then definitely go check her out. I'll have everything linked below, like I mentioned. And yeah, anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with our decorating. And as you guys can see, I laid everything out on the console table, so that way I had a clear view of what I had to work with. And to start off, I went ahead and started removing everything from things that I purchased within the night, like last couple of days. So these had tape on them, and I did find them at Michael's. And I think one of my favorite things about them is the fact that they're very, very versatile. They can be used any time of the season. So I'm definitely going to be using these for Christmas, which I'm very excited about. But that's not for this video just yet. So in that first one, I added a feather. And then for this small one, I really wanted to kind of do like a little like memorabilia, I guess you would call it, for Hagrid. If you guys watch Harry Potter, then you know what I'm talking about. He loves having little beasts and like all these weird creatures. So I was thinking we could do like a little nest with this moss, and then I added an egg, which I recommend doing probably a fake egg. I have no idea how this is gonna work out, like having an egg in there. I might take it out and find a fake one, but this is what I had to work with at the time. So let's just pretend it's a fake egg. I don't know, maybe next thing I know, there's a chicken in there. But anyways, then I moved along to these canisters that I also found at Michael's, and I filled them with these jelly kind of like squishy type eyeballs that I found at Walmart. And I just kind of like rotated them so you could see like the pupil on the outside of the jar. And then to top it off, I just filled it with water to make it look like they're floating in some weird brain liquid, or I don't know. You probably could also like add some food coloring to make it look even creepier, but I just really like this simple look. And then for the next jar, which is a little smaller than the other one that I just showed you guys, in this one I filled it with chamomile because it is kind of like a witchy wizard type of theme. I feel like this is just very appropriate for the occasion, because usually you're using a lot of like natural ingredients when it comes to being a witch and stuff. So I just felt it was very appropriate. And then I just printed some really cute labels that I found online, and I will link those down below for you guys, and also give credit where it's due since I didn't make these myself. But I just went ahead and glued them onto the jars. And now moving along to my fall foliage. So I went ahead and switched out for something a little more spookier and dead-like. So I took out the ones that I had already had in there, and instead replaced it with some pretty much like branches or naked branches. And these were $4.99 each at Michael's. I picked up 4 of those stems, and I just love the fact that I can really work with them. I was initially considering going outside and just picking like branches from trees, but what I realized is with those, you can't really mess with the branch itself because it would break off. And with this one, I can like, you know, make it work and make it look a lot more fuller. So I opted for those. And here pretty much you can kind of see me just messing around with things, trying to figure out the placement of everything. So this took me a while. Like I said, I'm not the best at like putting things together, and that's why I love sticking to minimal stuff, which either way, I just love the minimal feel anyway. But when it comes to these things, I struggle a lot. So it took all the will in me to try and make this work. I might keep switching it around until it finally ends up looking how I want it. But you'll end up seeing the end result at the end of the video. And then next thing I did was I added some of this like moss onto the tray as well as filler, so that it didn't look too sad and lonely and empty in there. And same thing, just kind of messing around with everything. I initially added these like little skulls that I found at Walmart as well, but I felt like it just really gave like a fake feeling to it, like it wasn't genuine. So I went ahead and took those off instead, and I replaced it with the branches that I had at the beginning of the clip. But before I did that, I did add some candles in the front and the back. I added 4 of those, and then as you can see, I started taking the little weird head fish looking things off the branch, and I decided to add those instead. I felt like that just really just made it look more realistic than adding those fake skulls on there. All right, and then moving on to this cauldron that I also picked up at Walmart for about $2 or $3. So I'm really actually excited about this thing here because it is a mister, and I just thought that that would really add like a spooky effect to this entire thing. So basically you just need tap water, and don't worry, I did not use smart water, but basically what this does is creates a mist, and it just makes it so freaking cool. The mister I also found at Walmart for 13 bucks. So it was a huge steal, and I just think it really added to this entire thing. So I was very excited to have that displayed on there. And then right next to it, I added a little printable of the newspaper that Harry Potter shows and all that stuff. So that was in that corner. And then on the branches, I just added some bats. I thought that would be really cute and spooky as well. And then on top of that, I also found these beautiful candlesticks. So basically they're white, and then when you burn them, they start bleeding. And I just thought that was so cool. And also at Walmart is where I found them. I found a lot of stuff at Walmart. And if you can tell, right behind those, there is a spine candle, and that one also bleeds. So they're like the coolest thing ever. You can find them there if they still have them. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And then you can kind of see here, I'm still figuring out how I wanted to set up, and it's turning out very, very well. Of course, in my Halloween home tour, you'll see the final result of everything, but this is kind of what it ended up turning out like. And then moving on to right across from my console table is my staircase. So in this little nook here, I went ahead and hung a sign that says the Witches Broom Club Ride or Die members only. And then right under it, I hung my scented like broomsticks. I found those at Michael's, and I think they were sold out, but you can find them at Home Depot as well. And what I did is I just drilled a nail into the wall. Typically I would do command hooks, but my walls are textured, so they usually don't hold up very well and they'll just fall off. So I just opted for nails instead, just to not even, get a headache from trying to figure out how to make them stick. So I put 3 of those, and then each one I just kind of added a little bit of it, like a little ribbon or something to make it look cuter. And then, of course, from the iconic scene of the first Harry Potter where all the mail starts flying into the house, I was needing to add this to everything to really tie it off. And initially I had opted for this corner right here, but I just really felt out of place. I was like, no, like it's not working. And I didn't want it at my fireplace because then my kid's gonna reach it and just tear it all apart. So I decided to switch it over to the staircase. And because in the letter it says to be sent to Harry Potter under the staircase or whatever it says. So I just thought it was really appropriate to kind of be flying out of this little corner. And I just used white fishing line, and I used tape to tape them all onto the string. And that is everything for this video, you guys. I really love the way it turned out. And like I said, although I usually opt for a very, very minimal style, this is something that I really wanted to go out for because I typically don't do this. It is completely out of my comfort zone. So let me know how you guys liked it. But maybe not. I will be going back to minimal after a little bit. Who knows? I just like need to sit down and like really take it in and figure out in a couple days whether I really like it or not. But overall, I love the theme. It looks really cool. My kids love it. My husband really liked it. It just like, it's completely out of like what I typically do. So I feel like it's really cool. But anyways, yeah, let me know how you guys liked it. And I can't wait to share my rest of my Halloween videos. They're all coming out super quick, you guys, because we're moving into October super fast. And after that, Christmas is coming up. So everything's just coming out. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.